Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghostmut Gaming with me, Christopher, and this is Warhammer 40k Gladius. Yeah, another game in the Warhammer 40k franchise on this channel, because we played two games before. We played a Space Hulk Deathwing, as a matter of fact, and also Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. And as you might have guessed, I like the Warhammer 40k universe. And what I kind of like about the franchise is that they go into very different genres. And all in all, I think they do an okay job, I think. I mean, Space Hulk Deathwing might not have been the most solid game of all games that I've ever played, but it wasn't bad. So, yeah. As you remember, Space Hulk Deathwing, that was a first-person shooter. Mechanicus was a isometric top-down XCOM style of RTS, or well, sorry, not RTS, turn-based game. And now we're getting into the 4X genre. So this is a game in the Civilization kind of game. It brings a fair few points from Civilization game, but also a little bit from Endless Legend, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that much more right here. We're gonna go and start up a new game, and I'll show you what this game is about. And we're gonna set up a regular game, so medium difficulty, medium world size, medium landmass, etc, etc. And I am gonna play as the Space Marine, and in preparation for this video, I've played this game a lot. I think I have over 40 hours by now. And I have completed one game, that is to say I achieved one of the victory goals. And I'll say that this game, while not being super difficult, is also not as easy, I'd say, at this difficulty level as, for example, Civilization 6. I think the AI is a little bit better in this game. I don't know if I'm correct in that, but that's sort of the general feeling. And in the base game, which I'm playing, we can choose from the Space Marines. We have Orcs, you know, who doesn't like Orcs? We have Necrons, which we fought in Mechanicus, so that's kind of cool that we can play as them now. And then we have the Astra Militarum, which is sort of a... I don't know exactly who these are. The Imperial Guard, but I don't know how they're connected to the Space Marines necessarily, but yeah. So in just the base game, you have three more factions that you can play as, and then you have a couple of DLCs that open up and other ones. And I do want to get at least two of them: the Chaos Space Marines and the Tyranids, because those are my favorite factions. Those are the factions that I love the most. But I'm okay with Space Marines, and as usual, you play with the, I would assume, Ultramarines, or at least the color scheme is the Ultramarines, which is a little bit sad. I mean, I've always enjoyed the Blood Eagles more. Those were always my favorite, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. And we're gonna play with, this is basically the standard setup. You can obviously add more players, I would assume. Yep, you can. We're not gonna do that, though. We're gonna have four AI players. I think that on this this setting, with the world size medium and landmass medium, 4 is actually okay. Because you are gonna meet other AIs pretty fast, so that's a-okay. Let's start a new game.
Gladius Prime was a bastion of humanity, newly colonized. A suitable base for our chapter to rebuild and recruit. We Space Marines raised our fortress here. Grew strong again. But the Orc invasion brought a warp storm that cut off our Emperor's light. And the dread Necrons crawled from the earth beneath our feet. War was on all sides, yet we are the Emperor's chosen. We do not dread the dark, or quail at the relics of old. Terror is for those who oppose us. We know no fear.
And here we are with that little intro for the Space Marines. We sort of know what we're doing here. This is a planet that we have colonized, or tried to colonize, so we're basically making sure that there aren't any opposing forces and that we can do whatever we want to. So that is what we are doing. As you can see in the end there, that was a relic, and that is a part of the storyline for the Space Marines. There are a couple of victory conditions, I believe. Can we see that? I don't know if we can, but I have the only victory that I have in this game was actually a story victory where I finished the Space Marine story. I hope that I can show you as much as possible of that, but in order to do the story, I had to restart a couple of times because I didn't know what was going to happen when I progressed the story, and yeah, you kind of need to be prepared for stuff that happens. Let's see how far I can get with that. So we can see on the mini-map, this is actually the entire map. So we can see that we are indeed in the bottom right corner. That is good to know. Kind of do want to scope this out and make sure that we don't have any nasty surprises down here. And yeah, that is what we're going to do. So, you might think that the Space Marines are sort of the middle faction, the sort of uninteresting faction without any fun mechanics, and you'd be wrong in saying that, because we actually do have a very significant or actually two very significant strategies that none of the other factions have. First of all, we are only able to deploy one city. Yeah, we cannot expand anymore with cities. So we're gonna start with that, by the way. And the game will highlight 2 spaces that it thinks that I should use, but I can see that this is a well, I think it is. You know what? We're gonna move. So, what do we want to move to? Well, we don't want to move into the wireweed. If you end your turn in wireweed, you're gonna take damage. Don't do that. What we are gonna do is we're gonna go to the Joker Trader encampment. Because what we do in this game is we don't really have that much in terms of specific resources. That is to say, on the map. We have a couple, we have the ones that we have are these that are outlined in a gray border. What we need to do in order to get this is simply move onto it. There we go. We have now claimed it. We have the blue border around it. We are now going to pick up 2 influence points as well as an increase of 20%. So that is good. And yeah, I do believe that this is water over here. So placing a building here seems a bit wasteful, but in the end it actually doesn't matter that much because we are going to be able to expand. So just missing 1 isn't actually a big problem. And what else do I have? Ooh, these are not that good. Well, actually, what I've learned from playing this game is that even though you have tiles that doesn't have any bonuses whatsoever, it doesn't really matter all that much. Actually, one of the most important ones is this that I actually will get here, which is that the number over here, that is how many buildings this tile can fit. And when we place our first building, that is only gonna come with 2 pre-built structures, which means that in order to build anything else, we're gonna have to expand immediately. And it is actually a benefit to not have to do that. Now we could go here. But we actually have, yeah, if I expand over here, I get 2 these, and I already have 1 more with 3, and that is going to expand. Yeah, okay, I'm actually going to go for this one. This is a fine option for me. So Azrael's Wrath, that is just chosen randomly. There's a couple of those. So, as we indeed have a spot open, we have built a Great Hall. That is just our base building, and we have built an orbital relay. The orbital relay is, well, it's needed because that is what sort of brings down buildings to this city. And as we actually have access to 1 more building slot, and I don't have to acquire a new tile, we're actually going to build our Apothecarian immediately. What the Apothecarian does is it allows us to build melee units. Well, not melee units, but infantry units. And apart from that, we also get some extra research as well as 1 population limit. So let's start by doing that, and we choose this spot to build it. Now let's quickly go over the resources that we are going to be playing with. Population is quite simple. We have a maximum population of 6, and we're currently using 1. And I would assume that is the orbital relay that is actually using that. I've had situations where I haven't really understood what is actually using population, because I've tried to count it up and it doesn't add up. I don't know. We'll see if that happens again. And growth is simply how many turns it takes for us to get one more population. So right now we have required of one population. We have one, so that's a-okay. The Apothecarian is also demanding 1, but as this is going to take 6 turns, as indicated down there, we're going to get another population in 4 turns. That is a-okay. Requisitions is our basic currency for building troops, mainly. I think that, yeah, and also for buildings. So as you can see down there, 30 for the Assimilarum, 30 for the Librarium, 30 for the Generatorum. I do love the sort of Roman-esque names. It's very, very, very nice. So yeah, requisitions is what we need a steady income of, so to speak, in order to actually do anything. It's also a part of the upkeep for units. So the upkeep for buildings is, well, actually that one actually also has requisitions as upkeep. That's interesting. I mean, granted, it is the energy constructing building, so it would be weird if that also consumed energy, I guess. But yeah, for the most part, buildings are using energy, so that's why we need an energy output. Research, I think, speaks for itself. We are going to be researching some stuff, and the more research you have, the faster it goes. Influence is used for basically mainly our hero units, but also another thing that I'm going to come to in just a second. So yeah, you do want influence to go pretty damn high up as a Space Marines. Loyalty in the end is a way for us to increase our production. As it says, each positive point of loyalty increases the city's total resource output by 1%. If we go negative, that's bad. So don't go negative. And that's basically it for the resources. So, let's keep going. As I said, the Yoker Trader Encampment gave us more influence. That is extremely good. So, we're actually okay for this one. So, that's fine. And what else did I want to say about that one? Yes, the Yoker Trader Encampment is actually useful for your heroes, because your heroes can carry items. And if you have items, well, that's just good. So you buy items with influence. So another reason why you want a lot of influence. Now, the one thing that I wanted to say about influence, by the way, is our Fortress of Redemption. It's a fortification, as it says, that automatically gathers resources from adjacent special resource features. Because as we did, walking onto this tile brings it into our control. If someone else walks onto it, it's under their control. And that is how you sort of battle over these various resources. If I build a Fortress of Redemption next to a resource, not only does it increase the output of the resource, but it also defends it. So unless my enemies take out the Fortress of Redemption, they're not going to be able to take the tile. So question now is, I think that I might want to put it here. I don't know what's here, but generally you always want these. There's generally not a bad one, I'd say. I don't think that any of the available resources are generally bad. So let's actually do that. This is also a slightly more forward position. We have something over here, but that's way in the back. So this is a more forward position, because these can actually fire as well. So they count as a, well, not an offensive building as such, but you know. So let's place it here, see what we get. So we get a fermentation pool, so we get some more acquisitions as well as extra population growth. That is okay. We can also now spot a Webway Gate. Now Webway Gates are, I don't know if I've seen these do anything. What it says is that it allows all the right to travel from one place to another. I don't think that I've ever seen that happen. I don't know if that is a thing, but whatever. Let's move you little guy over here so we can see what's up here. Now, generally, at the start of the game, I like to keep these together, because one Space Marine unit, or tactical Space Marine, as they are, one of them isn't really going to deal a whole lot of damage to enemies. I mean, depending a little bit of which enemy it is. But since we did get a starting position where I could build a... Ooh, that's the incorrect one. Where I could build a Apothecarian immediately, that means that I can get some tactical space machines out pretty damn soon. So I don't feel as bad in this regard to start splitting them up, because I can recruit another few sets of Space Marines and join up with them. I also think that we might have a complete set of... well, actually, this might... Yeah, that is going on. But yeah, there's a lot of water here. So we'll see about that. Let's go to research. Research in this game is pretty damn straightforward. You have tiers. In order to unlock a new tier, you need to research. Research. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. So, but you don't need to in tier 2 to get to tier 3. You can actually do 4 tier 1s to get to tier 3. I think... I might be wrong about that, because I always go straight onwards, because you usually get the stuff that you actually really want. So for the first one, I always go for Reclusium and Armory. Razorback we can't go for, because that is a DLC item. Well, the Reclusium is what allows us to recruit heroes, which we want to do pretty damn soon. Armory it allows us to do ground vehicles, and apart from that, both of these work the same as the Apothecarium, which is that they produce production as well. That is to say that we can produce stuff more fastly. Is that how you say that? More fastly? I don't know. So I'm gonna go for the Reclusium first, because we do want to get some heroes in play. And that's it for our turn. So let's end the turn and move it over to the opposing forces. Now, this game brings us a little bit... Not brings us. This game bears a semblance, is what I wanted to say, to Civilization Beyond Earth. We're on a sort of hostile planet without really much in the lines of intelligent life. So we're going to be fighting a lot of indigenous life forms, which is a thing, and there's a lot of different kinds, and some are more horrifying than others, and we're gonna get to that. But first, we are at the first chapter of our storyline here. So, as chapter master, the arrival of an enormous orc horde on your chapter's homeworld was calamitous, but no one ever said the Adeptus Astartes shirked a challenge. Yet after months of fighting, the battle remained locked in a stalemate. You introduced the civilian planetary governor that Astra Militarum support was required. Clearing the Green Menace was a priority, whatever the blow to the chapter's pride. Barely had the guardsmen landed when a system-wide warp storm began, devastating the planet. Of your majestic fleet, a single battle barge in low orbit was the sole survivor. When the surface storms calmed, your surviving marines emerged in a ruined world. You are trapped on the planet's surface, cut off from the Imperium, and surrounded by Xenos species to boot. But you are the Emperor's own sons, the Space Marines, and you will not die easily or in vain. Your chapter is planned for every eventuality, so your fortress holds enough food and resources to survive decades of battle and siege, but more complex devices, ammunition, and war gear require the acquisition of rare resources. To stand a chance of defeating the Xenos menace, we need to secure the location of these key materials, so that servitors and serfs can continuously extract them. Which means that our first objective is to deploy a Fortress of Redemption. We've already done that. That is done. Nicely done. We get some influence from that. Beautiful. It says 50 influence. Have I gotten it? I have 40. Where did those 50 influence go? I don't know. This building actually has a range of 3, and even if there's a forest there, we still apparently can shoot at this. So let's just do it. You're not doing anything else, so that's fine. You, meanwhile, don't go all the way up, but actually go to this one, because that gives us some extra defense if we find anything. Okay, so it wasn't a coast all the way here. That is very true. So yeah, standing in these Imperial ruins gives us a ranged damage reduction. Only ranged though. Melee units will not be deterred that easily. Over here we find a pretty good one, a Shard of Vol. Extra requisitions and energy, plus some percentages as well. Very, very good. So let's go in and grab that one. We should be a-okay with this little area. Don't think that there's gonna be anything in here. You can just keep going. I'm still thinking that there's gonna be just a coast all the way over here, which is not bad, by the way. It's not bad at all. That is an ore field for a lot of requisitions, which I enjoy immensely. And we have our first enemy, and they, since they didn't shoot anything during their turn, they got a Overwatch shot. We are on Overwatch at all times, so if you don't take a offensive action during your turn and someone moves into your range and stops, then you can take an Overwatch shot. And on this occasion we're just gonna start shooting. And if I remember correctly, the thing about Space Marines is that while they do have a range of 2, as you can see in the bolt gun here, you do more damage if you're close up. So that's the thing to keep in mind. As for these, let's keep going south. It's terrible terrain down here, but that's fine. So we are most likely going to be able to handle this little unit up here, I believe. Now, one thing that I think is kind of fun with this game is that, as you can see here, it says bolt gun times 5, attacks times 5, and that is actually because we're 5, literally. If we lose 1, we're still 5 over here, for example. If we lose 1, that actually will go down. So I think that's a thing that I don't think that I've seen in any similar game like this. Okay, so they're gonna go in. I have, by the way, put up the speed of the game, so that's why it's a little bit fast. Yeah, you pollute this world, filth. No one seems interested in coming up here, so that's also a-okay. So yeah, we're getting some ticking bonuses there. We have something over here. Might be a vault of some kind. The Fortress of Redemption has a 10 turn cooldown, and the first one was actually free, but from now on it's gonna cost us influence. It's gonna keep getting more and more influence, and as you can see, there's also an upkeep of influence. So ideally we want to keep getting that up. We could shoot, but I'm actually not gonna. If anything moves into, I would like to be able to take a reaction shot. You have done your shot already, I believe. Yeah, so we can skip that turn, or rather skip their turn. Flanking is absolutely a thing, by the way, so I think if I move here, I should be able to, well, actually not destroy them completely, and it is highly likely that they're gonna start running away. Because as I said, the AI is pretty damn clever, so they are not just throwing away units all that much, which is a-okay. And you've now taken care of that, and the fun thing is that these actually do get experience as well. So you can level up with the Force of Redemption, which is kind of cool. You, however, go down here. Okay, we didn't get to anything fun. Yeah, we can just shoot on this occasion. I think that I'll be fine for enemies. I say that, we'll see. So yeah, they did indeed run away, and I think that I will follow. Yeah, good choice. What we saw over there were some bulls, I believe, and they are a bit weird, in a way. Yeah, I was right in that it was a ruins of wall that there's a shard of wall. Okay, so yeah, what we can do with this, as I said, is unexplored. If we explore it, we might get something, a nice little bonus. So that's good. You can actually don't shoot, because we have a couple of crude hounds that are these are basically the weakest of the Xeno species, so let's ignore them for now. And by the way, we have a second step, which is that we should... Oh, right, sorry, the rewards was 50 requisitions. The next step is that we should be generating 20 requisitions per turn. Sorry about that. That is why I didn't get 50 influence. So what happens now is that the main city needs to expand, and we need to expand down here, because that's a bonus to requisitions. So let's start off by doing that. And how this game works is that that is the orbital relay doing that. The apothecarian can produce units. So we're gonna put some Space Marines into production. So that's the thing. Different parts of the city can do different things, which is very, very cool. So that's good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna skip turn with you. We have researched the Reclusium, so let's go for the Armory as well. So now we do have the Reclusium here. It gives us production and influence and also loyalty. So good things all together. So you're gonna be... Oh, you guys are running around. That is a bit annoying. But I'm gonna take this. Oh, you're there. Well, you're turning your back against. We got a recovery package. Ooh, we got a bit of an item. So yeah, unclaimed items. We need a hero to use that one. That is a charge, a one-time charge for getting hit points back. Now this Space Marine is in a bit of a pickle. While these don't do that much damage, they're also going to be running around and not being able to be taken down easily. Ooh, what do we do here? I'm actually just going to shoot at this one, because that's a flanking shot, so yeah, as you can see, we did quite a lot of damage. As for you up here, let's explore a little bit. So we found another one. They're a melee unit, so their ranged attack usually doesn't do that much. That's fine. Yep, we are producing a little bit, and we didn't get the... Did get an explored. So is that what we got? I would assume so, yes. Now we have a bit of extra defense for being in a outpost. You can't attack me because this is actually a cliff, so that's good. You're just looking at me, aren't you? And I might go for this as my next point for my Fortress of Redemption. But it is the corner. I would like to get further over to the left here. We have something else here. Let's move in the forest. Yeah. Let's shoot at it. As I said, the Crude Hounds are the weakest of the Xenos, so we're going to be able to do quite a lot of damage to them. We've expanded. We are going to do 1 requisition, so you get 6 from each. 2 of them would put me in a place where we are done with the quest that we have, but I kind of would like to do something else as well. I would probably like to go up here. Yes, so do 1 requisition just to get that going. Okay, come into Overwatch. That was stupid of you. So now, for example, this group is down to 3 Space Marines, so now it is both gun times 3, which means that we're going to do less and less damage, which is bad, but it is what it is. So hopefully, by the way, we can set the rally point. I think I want the rally point to be here. This is, by the way, also a unit, so if anything comes close we can shoot at it, and it can also level up. And leveling up doesn't really do much in terms of like abilities, etc, etc. Regular units don't have abilities other than what you can research. Heroes, however, they do. So heroes, you kind of want to get a lot of experience, because then they can become better. We'll see about that when I unlock one. Oh, this is bad. This is actually quite bad. This is actually disastrous. Okay, we're gonna lose this one. Did not think that that would happen. Did not think that I would be facing 2 level 4 of these, to be honest. Okay, so that was bad. You can just heal up a little bit. I need to place this one because you generally want to do this as soon as it's available. But I don't really have a good spot to put. Well, actually, fine. This is a good spot now that I think about it. So let's just place it down. So let's place that there. Can't do anything on the first turn, so we can't really do anything. Moving up to the next step, I kind of want more than just 2. Dormitories is very, very useful. At one point we are going to need those. But I kind of would like to get the Chaplain. The Chaplain is a good way to get loyalty in your city, because they have a level up that basically just puts a bunch of loyalty in your city. You also kind of want the Assault Space Marines. They are melee primarily. And as it says, they have their jump packs, which means that they can do a nice little bit of a jump. And if you also research the Hammer of Wrath, they get the Hammer of Wrath when they do that, which is very, very useful. So, question is, where do we go first? I think I want to do the Chaplain first, because we are build the Reclusium, so we're gonna get the ability to do heroes pretty damn soon. No, we're not doing the Reclusium. We're gonna do the Reclusium. Sorry, I haven't done it yet. So yeah, we are sadly going to lose our Tactical Space Marines here. This is why you don't want to go by yourself. Now you know. But we have our Fortress of Redemption here, so that's a-okay. I am therefore gonna produce one more. And then we're out of requisitions for now, which is bad, but we're making requisitions. So they're gonna start butting their head against this, and it's not gonna go well for them. And actually, with that one, we are pushed over 20 requisitions. Well, actually, it probably was a combination of me losing something that cost requisitions, so yes. So yeah, with our supply line secured, the chapter is no longer striving merely to survive. Now we must explore this world and investigate the origin of these unusual warp storms. That is going to be our next step in the quest line here. We have another Tactical Space Marine. Now the question is, do I go up or down? I think I go down because I do want to get rid of all these bloody hounds. You can start shooting at the gate, because we do want to get rid of it. And you produced that. You are now opening up that. Perfect. So, as you can see, none of us are really doing much in the likes of damage here. But, you know, chipping away. It's gonna be fine until I can bring another Tactical Space Marine up there. So, we are good. I do need to explore west, though, because I need another spot for a Fortress of Redemption. I do have a spot over here that I could use, but in order for us to get there without a unit, we would have to do the Orbital Scan. The Orbital Scan is good. I won't say that's bad, but it is something that I generally don't research until we're starting to fight more with the other factions, because at that point they're actually pretty damn good. Because you can do it very, very fast. It's going to cost influence. Everything costs influence, but yeah, it can become good in the end. So we're gonna do a Generatorum here, and then we're gonna do the Reclusium. After that, I am gonna go here. Then we're gonna do one Assimilarum, I think. Yes, I think that is where I want to go. Yeah, keep doing that. At one point I might stop shooting, actually, because, you know, they can heal up. We'll see. You shoot at that. You shoot at them. The bastards. I didn't even see them first. Could have taken them out, but whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be fine until the next Space Marine comes. So it's a-okay. So we've researched the chaplain. So we're gonna get ourselves to do that as well. Yeah, on this occasion I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do, which is to kill this one. We have some Chaos Cultists here as well. It's gonna be less of a problem with 2 Space Marines. So the chaplain is done. I'm gonna go for I'm not gonna go for the Assault Space Marines now, because I want to get to the Devastator Space Marines. Those are the moneymaker, so to speak. So let's actually go for the dormitories, so that we have those opened up. As for the other stuff, by the way, Tactical Doctrine, I should have gone over this. Tactical Doctrine is a thing that you can activate, which increases accuracy of our Tactical Space Marines. And there's a similar one for the Assault Space Marines here, a similar one for the Devastator Space Marines. The Orbital Scan, as I mentioned, you can ping a part on the map and you'll get a visual of that for 1 turn. Frag Grenade is an anti-infantry grenade that I thought it would be good, but when I used it, it didn't feel good. I might have used it on the incorrect enemy, but yeah, I didn't really get much out of it, I think. Cluster mines are used for scout bikers that we can train at the armory. Hammer Wrath is the bonus damage, which the Assault Space Marines can use, as well as Dreadnoughts and Scout Bikes. Crack Grenade are anti-armor grenades, and then we're gonna get to more stuff later. So, yeah, as you can see, the population is now growing. We're still only at 3 required though, so we still have room for 4 more buildings before we max that out. We have some hounds over here as well. Interesting. Okay, well that's fine. I can shoot at them. Obviously didn't do as much damage here, but that's fine. 3 more turns until the next Fortress of Redemption. So let's get into the woods here and see what we got. Okay, so we have a Grok's Pasture for more requisitions. I definitely want that one. You're gonna chill out for the simple reason that, as I mentioned before, they do more damage in close-up, so they can go head toe-to-toe with us. That's better for us. And it seems to be more coast here. Interesting map. Would be very interesting if the only path that we have is to go up here. That would be quite exciting. There are ways to move over water, I think, but generally there's not a whole lot of water to deal with. So yeah, usually not a big problem. You just deal with that one. You deal with them. There we go. Beautiful. Take a few more shots at them, and we have ourselves our tactical space marines. You are going to go up, obviously, to help out with this. And I just realized that this position was bad, because we're not going to be able to... Well, actually, yeah, we should be able to get past here without having to stop here. Well, actually, we can move past it. Never mind. Never mind. So, yep, we fill out the one little space here. I do like that it also fills this up. Very, very nice. And, yeah, we have now done some extra power that we're gonna need. Loyalty is gonna be the next thing, obviously. I don't know exactly what brings loyalty down. Population, right. Right. So, yeah, we are gonna need to increase that a bit. Okay, you take a few shots. You can actually kill this. Right, yeah, there we go. Beautiful. As for you, I'm not certain that there aren't any more hounds here, so we're gonna go and check that out. You, meanwhile, keep making your way up here. Keep going, keep going. Yep, that's it for that turn. We have a couple of movements here. Yep, we did have hounds, but over here. Now we have another problematic situation here. Let's backtrack up here while you go around the back of them. That's gonna work well for me, and I shouldn't have done it that way. Oh, damn it. I should have remained here and then put the fortress up, because now I can't do it, because I don't see anything here. Okay, I'm gonna have to forfeit one turn here. At least one turn before I can do anything else. That's very, very annoying, and you're not going to do anything. You're going to go here and shoot. If you move a infantry unit over, or I guess any unit, over a Fortress of Redemption, you can actually move it into the Fortress of Redemption. I don't know exactly why you can do that, but you can. Yeah, you have a cargo. I don't know why you can do that. It allows transportation of infantry units, but how? It doesn't move anywhere. I don't know what that means. I haven't learned it. Because you are indeed coming up behind me. Ooh, that's a bit bad. We're fine for now. And of course there's another unit. Yeah, as I said, the AI is actually pretty damn good. So now there's a new unit here. And I can't get to there. That's fine, we can just stand here and shoot at it. Now you, meanwhile, go here and shoot at this. And then you can shoot at it. I'm gonna lose this one, aren't I? Which is not good. I mean, I could just place this here, now that I think about it. But it's such a waste. Gosh darn it. I mean, I can place it here, but there's no point in doing that. You do want it close to a resource. Oh well. We open up the Devastator Space Marines, and we obviously gonna go for them. Very, 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 very important. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see if I lose that Space Marine down there. I might survive one more from you. Yeah, but then you moved, so you're obviously gonna shoot at... Ooh, I actually managed to save that. Let's see if I can kill this, and if you can now move in here. You cannot. That is very, very annoying. That is so annoying. Yeah, we have some ambles. That's the name of those. So we discovered those. And I am very unsure as if whether you're gonna live or not. You just keep pelting your way. Yeah, they actually moved on them. I'm happy about that. Happy about that. You're gonna go back home and just heal up. Yep, there we go. You're done with that, and you are gonna go in here. So you're gonna get to shoot, but that's fine. We have defenses. Shoot at that. That's very, very nice. Good job. I might actually start shooting with this one and just set it to heal. Hopefully the ones up there are gonna move. Their ranged attacks are actually about the same, which is kind of weird, but okay. We have another one, so you're obviously gonna go down, because that's where the biggest issue is. So keep shooting at them. Yes, so the city is done. We can now do a captain and a chaplain. You can produce more, but as you can see, we lack the requisition and influence to do more than one of each. And yeah, so what do we have? We have 3. Yeah, we have 4. We're gonna be okay with 4 for now. Let's say that is okay. So yeah, are you gonna move? No, you're not moving. Why are you not moving? That is so weird. I'm okay with it, so to speak. You heal up as well. And you also get a bonus healing if you are in an outpost or the city or something like that. So 50% healing rate here. And 100% healing rate. Ooh, very, very fancy. And yeah, now they are asking me, do I want to do anything here? We're going to pause the Apothecarian for now. As soon as we get the Devastator Marines, that's when the fun things are gonna start happening. Let's go down here and take care of the hounds primarily. They're in a forest though, so we're not doing that much damage. There we go. We can now make it up. Nice. And you can now do a Similarium over here, and then you're gonna do an armory. And where are we then? I would like to do some research, so let's open up this as well, because it is a good thing to remember to do research in this game. The little infiltration thing that you saw, that indicates that if an enemy uses infiltration, that means that you can't use an overwatch shot on them. So question is, go for the hounds or go for this one? I say go for that one. So go over here and we plonk down a Fortress of Redemption. Where do I want to put it? I think I want to put it over here. Yeah, okay, fine. So it will continue, but actually, on this occasion, this must be a coast all the way around, right? This must be a coast. We'll see. You relax. You move up here slightly. Don't overextend. You are being... yeah, you're being targeted. They're going for the fortress, which is, you know, super fine. And you're about to die. So that's bad. That is bad. We have a mobile holo projector over here, which is fun. So, Chapter 2. Your librarians have been suffering endless torment since the storm started, and are now mostly incapacitated. But your chief librarian has pushed through the pain and stand before you. He reports, through gritted teeth, that the librarians feel that something unholy accompanied the Astra Militarum here. It's something immensely, dangerously powerful, a void in the warp, and must be destroyed. His suspicions are infectious. You order the detention of all Astra Militarum forces, but it soon gets out of hand, with your marines executing guardsmen on sight. This is not the Astartes way, but if 10,000 innocent must die to save the planet, then the Astartes are the Emperor's tool. The librarian believes that, with the construction of a specially shielded reclusium, he and his battle brothers can locate the source of the warp disturbance. So we've already done that, and now we need to research and produce a librarian. This is the first quest part that is not exactly what you want to do if you're not prepared for it. So yeah, we're gonna see about that. And I'm gonna keep moving into, well, actually it's forest here as well. But yeah, this unit is 100% gonna die. It's sad, but it is the truth. There we go. Lost it. That's bad. I don't want to lose this, by the way. We do have our Devastator Marines now. Let's keep shooting at these. You can shoot at that one. That's fine. So these one we do want to take over. The specific one, I believe, is plus hit points. And you are healed up, also leveled up, so you're a little bit stronger. We can move into the forest. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Chill out. That is another vault for more science. What we can do as we progress through the map is if we can disband the Fortress of Redemption that we built. It doesn't do anything about the cooldown, so be careful about that. It doesn't do anything about the cooldown, but it does something with the cost. The cost is directly related to how many Fortress of Redemption you have built. So we're up here. We don't need a fortress expansion right now. We could just go for the librarian immediately. We could actually do that. Yeah, you know, why not? Why not do that? Okay, so you're just standing there healing up. You are now focusing on this. Oh, bloody hell, I need to remove all of these from the world as soon as possible. Kill that one. I mean, it can't be any place that they're coming in from here, can it? That doesn't seem right. And we have our captain. You're obviously going to go down. You can actually beeline straight down. So the captain is a melee, as you can see. He has a sword, but he also has a bolt pistol if needed. And immediately we can actually upgrade him. They do get a level that is sort of equivalent to something. I don't know if it's related to research or something. I don't know. But we do have level ups. So we are going to go for the Power Strike. Performs a power sword attack with increased damage plus 50% damage. So that's very, very useful. Now we can... Ooh. That is actually a tough choice. I think I'm gonna be a little bit defensive here. Don't want to lose more. So we've done the captain, and we have produced an assimilarum as well. So this city is now producing 21 influence. That is good. Plus 13, that's okay. It's not super good, but it's okay. You can, by the way, have the recovery package. That's fine. I remember that I should have gone to the Yoke Trader camp, by the way. It's fine. We'll take the chaplain there instead, I guess. Oh, by the way, totally forgot. We need to start recruiting Devastator Marines. You should know that. That's a-okay. Devastator Marines. Sadly, only one. We need more. Yeah, okay. So we need to do this one. Yep. And I kind of do need the... I kind of do need to get more... yeah, I need that research. The research that I was talking about is the Fortress expansion, which means that we can open up the tiles in the next circle, so to speak. So, Captain is coming down. We are gonna go for this one. That means you can help out. We should be able to kill it. There we go. Beautiful. More experience. You can backtrack a little bit more. There's no reason to be that far up. And there we go. We have discovered enslavers. So enslavers are a fun bunch. If they attack an enemy, or yeah, an enemy of them that has reduced morale, the morale is the little bar to the right of the health bar. If they attack someone with a low morale, they can enslave them. Takes control of the target enemy weak-minded unit until an enslaving unit dies. They also have a mind control, which is reducing morale. So yeah, fun bunch. Fun bunch. Not terribly difficult to kill though. So that's a thing to remember. So yeah, as you can see, we are now dealing some damage with our captain over here. And they can fly, by the way, if you didn't notice. So water, not a problem for them. So I really desperately want to see that there aren't any more enemies over here. You keep healing up, and you can now just defend until we get some Devastator Space Marines up there. they're actually going for my Force of Redemption. That's kind of weird. That means that my captain is going to use his Power Strike. A big attack. Boom. Yeah. How you like them tomatoes. Let's shoot at that one. I don't know if flanking works for these. That seems weird if that would be the case. Okay, so it does seem as if we've cleared stuff out here. They're trying to move away, but that is not going to help against my captain. 0.3. Ow, that hurts, he said sarcastically. No, not a problem. So, just keep pelting these. And let's go here and make sure that everything is fine and everything just is. You seem to be not entitled. 14.9 out of 15. That's a-okay. You don't need that last 0.1 health. A-okay. Okay, so they're coming in a bit. That's a-okay. They can do that if they want to. I don't feel too sad about that. Let's use you. Go up here. Get a little bit of flanking. You can shoot at it from here. Maybe I should have done that first, but that's fine. Okay, you are in a bad spot. Okay, so they're gonna overwatch. That's fine, because these are not. So, took a bit of damage there, and then comes the captain, and actually it doesn't kill them, but they have nowhere to run. And also we have this one. So it's dead. And as it works, as you might see now, my captain got experience from that kill as well. You should have gotten experience. Potentially, I was a little bit incorrect about that. And he has a level up, and I usually go for the healing surge. Missy can heal himself, but I'm gonna start going for Deeds of Glory, which just gives us more influence when he gets experience. That is generally useful. Okay, so we have more people coming in. Time to back up, which is fine. Back up, you can shoot at it. Where's my Devastator Space Marines? Come on. I would like for you to just go here and confirm that it is indeed a coastline here. You meanwhile follow these. Sadly they're gonna take a overwatch shots. We're not gonna be able to kill them, I'd say, but we did kill them. Eat bolt gun indeed. So yeah, now we have scouted out this, apart from this little spot, but that's not gonna be any unit producing enemies. We've done the armory. We're not gonna do a scout bike. I generally don't really care about those. I generally don't, so that's fine. One more Devastator Space Marine, thank you. So Devastator Space Marines are our first artillery unit. Very good at what they do, so to speak. And we're gonna get to how they work as soon as we get them out. Meanwhile, keep pelting these. We have our chaplain. You can go here. Hello, Mr. Shop. So what can our chaplain get? Some armor. Yeah, the armor is good. Get those. Some extra damage. This is a charged one though. I do like the passive ones. So armor penetration. Ranged accuracy. That is a charge, that is a charge, and then we have some better ones that cost more, obviously. Some more armor, etc, etc. Passive action. Concealed weapon system, plus 25% attack. You know what, this unit isn't that much about damaging, but he is about loyalty. This city is now not producing any loyalty whatsoever. We take the upgrade, Dogma Astartes, and now we have 4 loyalty. Now granted, they have bonuses that are, you know, better in combat, etc, etc, but I kind of feel that it's a good thing to get the loyalty going, and we can do that for free, so to speak. That is to say, I don't have to build buildings. There's a building that we can research, the company's chapel, and that gives us loyalty from a building, but with the chaplain we can just get it from there instead. So you don't have to do anything else, but you really can't, so that's fine. What else did I want to do? Yeah, right, the Fortress of Redemption. I can't get up to that one, sadly, but I can get to the ore field down here, so let's do that. I can get to the ore field. Oh, sadly I can place it here, that's a bit of a shame, but you can move. Never mind. And of course there are some enslavers here. Oh well, let's do that. And let's do our Fortress of Redemption here. How we're looking for those, by the way. I might actually remove this one. Yes. But there's... Well, is there... No, it has an upkeep, so there's actually no reason to keep it right now. Let's go here. That's a nice vantage point. Right, let's start moving west here. Let's start moving west. Because you are coming in for a bit of an attack, which hurts, by the way. So we have researched the librarian, but we're not going to build a librarian just now, because we need more defenses before we do that. Rather, we need to sort of backtrack a little bit before we do that. We do have a Devastator Space Marine, though. We're going to move him up. He's going to help out up there, together with the chaplain. So you move back and heal up here, and you keep moving west. As for research, we're now up to the next level, and I do think that the Kraken bolts is just basically a good thing. All bolt weapons have increased armor penetration. That is very, very good. So they're gonna get very battered here. That's less good. Question is, do I just retreat? I think I do. Yeah, let's retreat over here. That's fine. Since we have the Fortress of Redemption, they can't take that resource back. And we have more people coming in to help out. And you go up here, you come up here. So the way that we use the Devastator Space Marines is that they have a range of 3, which is very, very nice. And they deal a lot of damage if they haven't moved. They can shoot if they have moved, but then they don't do as much damage. So you kind of want to be in the back with them and try to coax the enemy to come forward to you, if possible. Now, I'm actually just going to move it here. So they're going to be automatically put into the cargo of this one. But I don't think that... We'll see next turn how much it costs if they move out, I guess. Okay, well, the captain is going to move in here. You're going to move up here. You're going to move here. And you are next turn going to start healing up. And you... What can you do? Why do I need to do anything with you? Oh, I can... Oh, right, okay. Did not know that. Did not know that the Fortress of Redemption could take that. Right, with the mobile hull projector here, we do indeed get ourselves a nice little bonus of 10% more hit points to our max hit points. And I mean, you don't want to complain about that, do you? So, Mr. Captain, keep moving up. And bring this together. Again, we're going to move into that. That's a-okay. You move to the side here. And you... Okay, so it is actually that way, I guess. I don't know. I was thinking about how far you could move. Now, the ambulls are kind of cool. I think that are generally peaceful. Unless you start provoking them. I think that's the case. Yeah, see? They're moving away. They're not that interested in attacking. You... move here, you move here to take this. There we go. You don't move too fast. It's not necessary. You move out here. Now the city has opened up that, so we're gonna do... No, we are gonna do... What are we gonna do? We're gonna do a dormitorium, because yeah, see? Now we're in a problem here. We are 8 required to do all of our buildings, but we only have 7, so we are gonna have to do this first. And yeah, we're gonna do it here, and then we're gonna do a research thing, and then we're gonna do a energy thing over here. Now it does say that this produces 0.9, but we are making 2 because we are getting something from resources out in the field. Oh, we actually got another recovery package. Okay, we have some chaos cultists here, so I'm gonna move up here. You're gonna move in here, and you are gonna do a power strike against them. And then we're gonna shoot them. And they're gonna be in a lot of pain. We have a tactical space marine that's ready to go. You can move into the forest here and shoot at the chaos cultist. Now, enemies generally go for your Devastator Space Marines, so make sure that you are at least a little bit careful about where they're positioned. Generally, you want your own your own units to be between enemies and your Devastator Space Marines. Generally, at least. Let's go over here. As I said, the ambos generally don't attack, so we'll see if that's true. We're not going to shoot them. That's a-okay. You move into this spot. Yeah, you can shoot that. You move up ahead. Ooh, hello. There we are. You're not going to live much longer. Beautiful. Bit of XP there. No level ups, sadly, but that's fine. So, are you going to move back? Or, no, on this occasion they're actually attacking you, not attacking the Devastator Marines. Or, who are you going to attack? Yep, okay, so they did. Luckily, that didn't do much damage because we are indeed in a forest. We might actually be able to kill these on this occasion. Yeah, quite easily even. Good, good, good. I don't know if they do more damage the further away. I don't think that that's necessary. Let's move up here. We find another shard of wall. That is more energy, so that would be good. And you've got to level up. We can't just go for another one of these, because as it says, required level 3. So you can do a buff, either Rise of War for extra damage, or a morale one. Morale is generally not a problem, so let's go for the bonus damage one. Down here we can just keep going. Now question is, how far do we want to go with this? Because as I said, I do want to show you a little bit about, you know, the actual story. So I might actually, I'm going to clear... What I'm going to do is that I'm going to put another Fortress of Redemption here, and then start moving back, I think. Which one do I want most? This is a influence one, that's good, and that was requisitions and energy. I think I want this the most. I think that's more important. So I'm probably going to take this one and see what happens. So now we have the Kraken bolts. That is good. Okay, we're not going to be up here anymore. The castle and robots are terrible. Terrible. I don't like them. Okay, so we are gonna chill out a little bit here, but in the end we are gonna go away. So let's not move you too far. You can be just back here, and as a matter of fact, let's just move everyone back. Let's move everyone back. You two just clear this out first, though, because I feel like it. So that's that. One more turn for that. And as for this one, what did I have? I have one tactical there. Let's do one more. And then I'm just gonna chill out for now. Yes. As for research, yes, we needed the fortress expansion. This is a bit sad, but we do need it. You luckily didn't move in on any of our units, so let's just backtrack, and I'm gonna forfeit this. Yeah, those robots are horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. You can shoot that one, that's fine. You move out of the way, and I'm gonna place this. Does it matter? Not really. Let's place it back here. Right, so we have control over here. That is good. So obviously with the Orbital Scan, which I might actually research next, with the Orbital Scan, we can just ping this area and then place the Fortress of Redemption. That's the strength of those. So yeah, I might actually do that. They're moving in. The bastards. Because yeah, I might have to place a Fortress of Redemption up here. That is true. But on this occasion, we're just gonna backtrack back to our home base. Let's just make our way back. We can probably just put them en route, as a matter of fact. You can go there. You can go here. You'll go here. You will go here, and you will go... No, not there. Oh, you can't go there yet. Okay, never mind. That's fine. They're moving all the way in. Okay, well, that's annoying. Sadly, you're not going to be able to take a shot, I think, because of the forest. But we basically killed it, so you know what? This is just free XP at this point. So if you... Can you take it out? Yep. Good. That is what I wanted to see, because that means you can now move ahead. Beautiful. The rest of you, keep moving. Why did you move into the wire weed? Yeah, idiot. Okay. Well, it's fine. No, not you. You move up ahead. Yeah, okay, fine. We're doing that, I guess. Okay, that is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna research the... I am gonna research the orbital scan thing. You're gonna go here. That is where you're gonna go. So how were you getting there? You should be figuring out how to get there. Vortex expansion. Nice. So let's do the orbital scan. It's just 3 turns anyway. Execute your orders. You can pause over here. You're done. You get in here. You get here. We can actually start doing the librarian at this point, because we are close to home. That's actually 6 turns. I could have started that way earlier. And I'm gonna chill out for the rest of it. And that means that you can relax. We're doing some extra research and then, yeah, so now they're gonna take that, sadly. I would like that one though, so we'll see what I do about that. You don't stand on that one. That is not what I want you to do. Right. Everyone is fairly in position for the next step of the quest line. And that one is a bit random. You'll see what I mean when we produce the librarian. Orbital Scan. Beautiful. So we're gonna get a Fortress of Redemption down as soon as we can. Over here though, I would like to get the Hunters. That is the first vehicle that I want to produce. It's a decent vehicle, if, you know, not really exciting, but it's okay. So we've actually got the population, we got everything that we need for required. We are now 4 out of the next, so that's fine. And you are doing that, and that means that I might go for another production-y building, because you can build more of these. It doesn't make you able to build more units at the same time, but you are producing 6 productions, so it's generally a good thing. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna build another apothecarian, because, you know, it's a bit more research and as well as some extra population. So I think that's good. And then we're gonna start acquiring new tiles. So we have more requisitions, which we're doing fine with. We're doing fine. Let's actually go for some extra influence. So this tile says that we can't build anything, but that's because of the wire weed, and we can remove that. So we're not screwed over by that. Right. So 2 more turns for the librarian. But we don't have resources for another one. That is true. So 1 more turn, and here we go. The mission has been completed. We get a chapter unity. Increase the loyalty output of the Great Hall. Well, isn't that nice? So how much should we do? Well, actually, that is probably the next step that I get. Yeah, exactly. So what happens now is that we get the second part of the quest, which is defeat the enemy camp. So over here now we have a bunch of enemies that just spawned in. So orchid fungus. No, they're not orchid fungus. That's what they're standing on. Guardsmen. We have scout sentinels. We have heavy weapon squad, etc., etc. And actually, he's just filled in over here. So that is what we're gonna have to deal with. Now we're gonna just... this is why, by the way, because you don't know where they're gonna spawn. So that's why you kind of want to be clumped up as much as possible with your units before you engage with them. So that's what I'm doing right now. So we are gonna start moving all of our fancy units in. You can level up, and you have an Obturation Mechanicum, which is what? That is for... right, we can curse the range weaponry of a target. The Shockwave one, that is a good one. And AoE damage around yourself. That actually does a whole bunch of damage. Well, it does say that it is 7 attacks. I don't know exactly if that means that it is 7 attacks, and if you have only 1 enemy, then you can deal a lot more damage. Don't know. And it can also levitate to fly across obstacles. But yeah, I do like the shockwaves. Let's get 1 range of that. We can actually get another range. Or rather, another level immediately. Beautiful. And we have some armor plus bracers that we have found. But I would like for you to have those. But you can have the recovery package. Nice. Okay, you can actually level up even more. Okay, that's fine. Do the Obturation Mechanicum, and you shoot at the heavy weapon squad. They are fairly dangerous. They are basically similar to our Devastator Space Marines. So let's see what all of these do. They move into position to attack us, which is very stupid because we are gonna absolutely destroy them. Well, actually no, because you shot at them instead of them. That's stupid. Okay. So they're moving in, or attempting to. So they're doing a bit of damage, but not too much. What are you doing, by the way? You are using... reveals all ties in the area. That's what you're doing. And then shooting some. By the way, we have access to an orbital scan. Do I want the... yes, I would like the science, please. So we can ping here, and now we are able to place a Force of Redemption. This is a very good strategy, by the way. So obviously you're revealed, but that means that you can actually shoot at it. So that's good. That is good. And now we have our space Devastator Space Marines, and as you can see, they took shots at it. So we need to make sure that that doesn't continue. We can probably deal a fair whack of damage to you, and you can as well, because as I said before, the range is 3. And you... so which order do I do with this? I would like for you... to move all the way up here. Shoot at these. I would like for you to move all the way up here. Shoot at these. Because what I would like to do with you is attack this one. And basically shank it. And you, can I? No, I cannot move into a better position. Because I do want these to be, you know, up in front a bit. That means that you're just going to shoot at it. That is fine. Now you could use this one. Yeah. Screw you. Gets hot. Ha. Hot, hot, hot weapons. So let's not shoot at it. Let's shoot at that one instead. And you can just keep shooting at these ones. They also spotted with fairly leveled up ones, which is, you know, sad for me. Okay, well, let's keep going. So they're taking shots at my Devastator Space Marines, obviously, because that's what they do. Okay, so I know that all of you have taken shots, so no Overwatch shots here. You can actually go down here. That's good. Didn't you shoot? Oh, you bastard. I thought you did. Okay, well, we're gonna shoot at you. You're gonna move up ahead. Shoot at it as well. Or didn't take it out. That's fine. You probably can. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. So you take that out. That means that I can now bring you forward. Hello. My librarian is coming up, and he's gonna do a shockwave. Come on, shockwave. Yep. It's pretty damn powerful, if you didn't notice. Sadly, though, I blocked out my captain. I could take damage over here, but it's not good. And they've basically already lost all their morale. So that's just beautiful. You're going to shoot at that one. Sadly, not taking it out. But that's also fine. So you move down here. You can actually level up, so get more power strike. Because power strike is good. Keep shooting at this one. Hopefully I'll keep this. We'll see. More research. We are now up to here. We can do apothecaries, which are healing units, basically. We can do dreadnoughts, which is now making this more fun. So these are very, very interesting. We can also get our infantry better armor, which is, again, just a basically good thing. Better attacks, better armor, just make sure that they can survive longer. And we do have another ping. They cost 20 influence, so don't overuse them, though. So that's just stupid. So they moved into the wireweed, so they're gonna die by themselves. That's stupid. I don't know if they do it on this turn or the next turn. I don't have to deal with those, so that's beautiful. You move down. Can't do a another shockwave, but do curse their weapons. So you can now move in and do some good work, I think. Yeah, let's just do that. You can move in, help out. Didn't even need to, because we killed it. You don't have to shoot at that, but you can hide out over here. Can you shoot at that one? Oh crap! There were more here. There were more here. Okay, that's arguably a bit bad. Get you in here as well. Get you down. Get you in here. Get you in here. So you shoot at them. Shouldn't be too good in the old defense, so we should be fine. You can level up, so get more loyalty. Thank you. Means that we now are up to 5 again, because we are obviously increasing our population. And we are building a apothecarium, yes. Who had units to move? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Right, you can do something, apparently. You can actually shoot. Let's do it. That's fine. That is fine. You can shoot, but that's okay, because they're gonna die anyway, so we can just save in case someone is stupid enough to move into our range. I don't know if that's a thing that's gonna happen, so they die. We do get experience for that anyway, so that's a-okay. Well, we're surviving for now up here. For now. Hopefully they'll survive until we can get something else there. I could just move this one up, by the way. Yeah, let's actually do that. Move you up here. You are not needed down here right now. You can shoot at you. You can as well. I'll move you in here, so you're going to take a bit of overwatch on me. That is fine. You now have your shockwave. So let's just kill everyone. Basically. Wow, it's so powerful. Do this. I'm gonna get my captain to kill, even though it doesn't really matter, because as I said before, everyone gets experience. Well, not everyone, but a lot of them do. So the chapter is indeed completed, and now we get also forbidden knowledge, which is very, very nice. Yeah, so this is the next. With the formation destroyed and the disturbing influence removed, the Reclusium reports that they've identified other nearby locations where the warp is in disarray. The librarian system visited them for further studies. Now we get a few points on the map. You can also see that... Holy crap! I don't think that this has ever happened. Okay, so he has to travel a long way on this occasion. Well, we have one over here, but yeah. Okay, so we need to go a long way, but... That is not gonna happen in this video, because we are actually gonna stop right here. So this is Warhammer 40k Gladius, and yeah, I like this. I like this a lot, and as I've said, I've already sunk over 40 hours into this game, only playing as the Space Marines, which means that without even buying any DLCs so far, I've still only played with 25% of the available factions. I've also only done the story victory, so to speak, and that particular playthrough went really well, so I could have probably gotten a victory by defeating all enemies, but I chose to withdraw just to do the story one. And let me tell you that the last stages of the story, story mode or storyline of the Space Marines, make sure that you have a lot of troops. That is all I'm saying, and let's also make sure that you have a lot of troops in and around your main city, so to speak. Because if you don't, you're screwed. as I noticed when I failed the the last stage and had to reload to try it again. I'm not gonna spoil exactly what happens, but yeah, my little guide there is to have a lot of troops, varying degrees, etc, etc. You're gonna need it. But yeah, if you're into 4X games and if you're into Warhammer 40k, this is a phenomenally good game, I'd say. It might be a little bit simplified at times, but I don't think that that really is a negative point for this game. I think that this is quite amazing. So, again, if you like this, definitely pick it up. I think that you will be quite happy to do so. For now, though, this has been Ghostmith Gaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.